All right, welcome to the next video. This one we're going to dive into your weekly practice goal sheet. Now this one's a little bit different than the previous daily one or the weekly one because that one was more on an individual scale. This one is what you're going to do when you're at your team practice. So what are you going to try and work on when you're training with your team? Okay, so you're going to see here, the first question is, what do I want to achieve at practice this week? How will I achieve it? How would I rate my training this week? So this is post stuff, and then how can I improve on for next week? Okay, and again, this is based on team training sessions, so when you're participating with your team, and again, you're going to get a PDF with this, so it's not going to be an Excel sheet. You're going to get it and be able to work through this, and you just fill it in. So you're going to put for whatever week you're at. I want to, in the example we give, this week I want to focus on my first touch and make sure it's positive into space or away from pressure. I have noticed that when I take a bad touch, I lose the ball more often than not, or I miss out on my next pass or shot. I need to have a perfect touch. Now, really, there's no such thing as a perfect touch. You can always have a better one, but there is an ideal touch or one that's executed well. That's what we're striving for. How will I achieve it? I will concentrate more on my touch and make sure my technique is correct when controlling with the inside sole outside of my foot. I may challenge or be challenged to use my chest or thigh as well. And this is really about trying again to improve your ability, and having that crisp first touch is critical with whatever part of the body that you're using, right? So then you would have this for the week, depending on the number of practices that you have, and then you would rate how you did during this week of training. So I definitely noticed an improvement in my touch this week. I can see the benefit of having an improved and consistent touch. I'm very happy for that. However, I know I can do better. 6 out of 10. Right? So then maybe here, what can I improve on for next week? We wrote, I want to make sure I arrive at training early, at least 15 minutes before, as I asked coach to spend a couple minutes working on my touch out of the air with the laces and inside of the foot in particular. Coach mentioned this is an area I could improve, right? And that way you have another target for next week that could tie into your daily sheet from the last video or into your goal for the next week in team practice, or it can be both, right? This gives you a working scenario to play with, and then you can fill in as you need. So my recommendation based off of this, since it was only a 6 out of 10, I would say, okay, we need to try this again for the next week, and then that way we have some tangible goals that we can work on to build into. And then if you continue to do this process, guys, I'm telling you, you're going to see a development of your abilities. So that way you have this and you're ready to go, and you can work on these steps. Okay, that's pretty much it. Again, make sure you download the PDF and you'll have access to this, and I will see you in the next video.